I wasn't trying to catch her. That's the part people never believe. I didn't go looking for proof. I didn't have a plan. I wasn't suspicious enough to prepare myself. I was just tired. It was late. The apartment was quiet. The kind of quiet that makes your thoughts louder than they should be. She was asleep next to me. Her phone was on the nightstand, face up. I noticed the screen light up, just for a second. Then again, I told myself not to look. I really did. Because some instincts come with a warning. A feeling that says, if you cross this line, things won't go back. But curiosity doesn't care about warnings. I picked up the phone, carefully, as if moving too fast might wake her. The lock screen showed a name I recognized, someone she had mentioned before. Casually, without importance, just another part of her day. I stared at the notification, unread, one sentence, enough to make my stomach drop. I could have put the phone back, pretended I never saw it. That would have been easier, but easy doesn't mean right. So I unlocked the screen. The message thread opened, and with it, a version of her I had never met. At first it looked harmless. Short replies, neutral tone. But the further I scrolled, the more familiar it became. Too familiar. Inside jokes, late-night messages, conversations that didn't belong to me. I checked the timestamps. After midnight, early mornings, times when she told me she was sleeping, times when I was lying right next to her. My chest felt tight, not panic, recognition. That quiet understanding when something finally makes sense. I glanced at her. She was still asleep, peaceful, unaware that everything was changing a few inches away from her hand. I kept reading, and that's when I saw it. The message that made my hands go cold. You don't know how hard it is not telling him. I stopped scrolling. I didn't need to see more. Some sentences don't require context. They explain everything on their own. I locked the phone, slowly, placed it back exactly where it was, as if precision could undo what I had just learned. I lay back down, stared at the ceiling, listened to her breathing, and realized something terrifying. The moment I picked up that phone, the relationship I thought I was in had already ended. I didn't sleep that night. I lay there, staring into the darkness, listening to her breathe like nothing in the world had changed. Every few seconds, my mind replayed the same thought. She knows. She knows what she's doing, and she's choosing to keep doing it. That realization hurt more than the message itself. When morning came, it felt unreal. The light through the curtains, the sound of traffic outside, the normality of it all. She stretched, yawned, and smiled at me. That smile felt different now. Not because it had changed, but because I had. She got up, walked to the kitchen, started making coffee like she always did, talking about her plans for the day, complaining about work, asking what I wanted for breakfast. I answered automatically. My body was there. My mind was somewhere else. Every word she said felt delayed, like I was hearing it through water. I watched her hands move, the way she poured coffee, the way she checked her phone when she thought I wasn't looking. And I wondered how long this had been going on. I finally spoke. My voice sounded calm, too calm. Who is he? The room went quiet, not suddenly, gradually, like the air had been pulled out slowly. She froze, just for a moment. But moments like that don't lie. Her eyes shifted away from mine. That was answer enough. She laughed softly, not because it was funny, because she needed time. "You're misunderstanding," she said. "It's not like that." Those words felt rehearsed. I told her what I saw. Not angrily, not accusing, just facts. Her smile disappeared. She sat down, looked at the floor, and that's when I knew. She said nothing physical had happened. She said it didn't mean anything. She said I was reading too much into it, but she never said it wasn't true. That silence was louder than any confession. Because innocent people defend themselves, guilty people explain. I asked her how long. She hesitated, counted something in her head. That pause felt endless. Then she answered. It wasn't weeks. It wasn't days. It was months. My chest tightened, not because I didn't expect it, because a part of me already knew. She tried to explain, said she felt lonely, said she didn't want to hurt me, said it just happened. I listened, but I stopped hearing answers. All I heard were excuses. I realized something in that moment. Cheating doesn't begin with touch. It begins with choice, with the decision to share something that no longer belongs to you alone. I stood up. She reached for my hand. I stepped back. Not in anger, in clarity. I told her I needed time. She asked if we could talk later. I nodded, but inside I already knew. Some conversations don't fix anything. They only delay the ending. I left the apartment without packing anything. No bags, no notes, just my keys and my phone. The hallway felt longer than usual, each step heavier than the last. I didn't know where I was going. I only knew I couldn't stay. Outside, the air was cold, the kind that makes you feel awake whether you want to or not. I stood there for a moment watching my breath disappear into the night, and for the first time in hours, I could think clearly. I replayed everything in my head, not the messages, not the lies, but the moments I ignored, the times my instincts told me something was wrong and I convinced myself I was imagining it. That realization hurt more than the betrayal. My phone vibrated. Her name appeared on the screen. Once, then again. I didn't answer. Not because I wanted to punish her, but because I needed silence to hear my own thoughts again. I sat down on a bench a few blocks away. The city moved around me. Cars passed, people laughed, life continued, indifferent to what had just collapsed inside me. That's when I understood something important. Closure doesn't come from conversations. It comes from decisions. I thought about going back, about hearing her explain again, about pretending that time could undo months of choices. But trust doesn't break loudly. It breaks quietly. And once it's gone, no amount of talking brings it back. I realized I wasn't angry anymore. I was tired of guessing, tired of doubting myself, tired of shrinking my instincts to make someone else comfortable. I finally checked my phone. There were messages, apologies, explanations, promises. I read them once. Then I locked the screen. Some words arrived too late to change anything. I didn't block her. I didn't erase her. I just stopped reaching back. Because moving on isn't about dramatic endings. It's about quiet distance. As the night went on, the pain softened, not because it disappeared, but because it had been acknowledged. Ignored pain demands attention. Accepted pain learns to fade. I stood up and started walking. No destination, no plan, just forward. And with every step, the weight felt a little lighter. I don't regret reading her phone, because the truth doesn't destroy relationships. Lies do. The truth only reveals what was already broken. Sometimes one message ends a relationship. Sometimes one message saves you from living a lie. And the hardest part isn't letting someone go. It's accepting that you already lost them long before you found out.